Closed captioning brought to you by Illustrated Properties Real Estate. Our roots run deep.
Greetings and welcome to South Florida Real Estate Update. Today, Tom Day, Senior Vice President for Illustrated Properties, reveals the questions you need to ask when interviewing a potential realtor, regardless of whether you're buying or selling a home. Plus, great ways to appreciate the value of your home and some community spotlights. But first, let's get to that realtor question. Let's get to my friend Tom Day, Senior Vice President at Illustrated Properties. Finding a realtor, it's not a simple process necessarily. You need to really look.
Well, you can simply go on the internet. Certainly that's what a lot of people think.
Right.
That's a misconception, and people can drive themselves crazy by not realizing the importance of finding the right agent.
How do you do that?
Well, you need to know, find an agent you know, like, and trust. And sometimes friends can refer you to somebody.
Right.
And you have to interview them. There's nothing wrong with the process of meeting different real estate agents that you see in a particular area that may be more familiar with an area over another agent, and sit down with them and find out their experience, how long they've been in the business, and what their expertise in other areas.
And do they know the difference between Delray Beach and Juno Beach?
Absolutely. If they you need someone that specializes in the area that you're looking to buy in.
And is going to listen to you.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a big purchase, maybe in many cases the biggest purchase of someone's life. So you need an agent that's going to listen to you and understand your needs.
I think lots of customers don't realize that if you're using a buyer's agent, it's not costing you anything.
Glad you brought that up. It's a misconception. The seller is paying for the real estate cost. The customer buying nothing.
We'll get to the seller just a little bit later. But I think one thing that a realtor needs to know about is about the latest in mortgages and how you are going to be able to finance this house that you dream about.
A good real estate agent realizes the importance of knowledge in many areas. Mortgage is certainly one of them. Aware of new government programs, for an example. And they will align themselves with an agent that they, in turn, know, like, and trust.
Let's go back to the internet. You have various internet sites in which have various prices of homes that may or may not still be on the market.
We see that. Some homes sold a year earlier, but some of these sites that are everywhere haven't updated quickly enough. And again, why drive yourself crazy? Find the right real estate agent. They walk you through it, make it a lot easier.
Also, I think if you're going to find a realtor that you, as you say, know, like, and trust, it's going to be a single source of information for you and somebody who can open up some doors for you when you want to see a house.
And genuinely, it could be, hopefully, a real estate agent for life in other areas. After you've purchased the home, you need a plumber, electrician, work on the home. They've made it their business to know licensed and bonded contractors they can recommend.
Illustrated Properties, go on the website. Find out more about Illustrated, right?
Absolutely. That's the best order of business.
Okay. Tom, when we come back, we're going to be talking about what a seller should be looking for when looking for a realtor to list his property.
Look forward to it. Thanks, Curt.
We'll talk. Now let's take a peek and see what this area has to offer. Quality in construction. That's the reputation of Cay Hovnanian Homes. I'm here with Division President Derek Fenich.
Hi, Curt.
Thanks for being here in South Florida Real Estate Update.
Pleasure.
We are at Hampton Cay, a development of townhomes in Palm Beach Gardens in the magnificent clubhouse. Tell me about the amenities of this community.
Well, the amenities at Hampton Cay include a gated community entrance. The clubhouse includes a large fitness center. And on the other side of the clubhouse actually is a billiard center, a card playing room, and some general gathering. The amenity also includes a large courtyard area with an infinity edge pool overlooking our lovely lake in the center of the community.
And you have several models of townhomes here.
Correct. We have 3 model types, all with 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, ranging from 2,100 square feet to just under 2,600 square feet, all with 2-car garages.
Very good. Let's go take a look at the model. And here we are in the Callista model. Derek, obviously we're on the second floor. Tell us about it.
Sure, Kurt. The Callista model is a two-story townhome. As you enter the home, there'll be a den to the right-hand side. As you walk into the great room area, there's a volume space. Basically what that means is it's open from the first floor to the second floor. It gives you a great feel of openness in the home. This particular model is a master down plan, where the master bedroom is on the first floor. As you go upstairs, there's a large loft area with two large secondary bedrooms with a bathroom upstairs, and there's an optional third bathroom available on this particular home.
Tell me about the other two models.
The other two models with the master bedroom on the second floor are more of a young professional, young family type of model type.
When do you expect to sell out in this community?
We expect to be sold out by the end, by middle of 2015, and the community to be completed by the end of 2015.
Derek, this is a beautiful model. When can I move in?
Kurt, we have quick delivery homes available here at Hampton Cay. One can move in as little as 2 months, and you can find out more on our website at khov.com.
Derek Fenich, thanks for being here on South Florida Real Estate Update. We're at Hampton Cay in Palm Beach Gardens, built by Hovnanian Homes. Stay right where you are. We'll be right back in 60 seconds.
Choosing the right real estate agency and realtor makes a dramatic difference in the outcome of your transaction and overall experience. So before you make your decision, make sure your realtor has a solid understanding of the local market, lifestyles, and opportunities, as well as strong connections and trusted resources. Knowledge, experience, cutting-edge technology. This is our culture. This is our promise. Illustrated Properties Real Estate. Our roots run deep. There's a reason why realtors turn to David Dunham Insurance. They want to help their buyers secure a homeowner's policy that delivers the best coverage and cost. As an independent insurance agent who is connected with over 25 A-rated companies, David Dunham Insurance connects homeowners with the best worry-free options available. Confidence, security, and cost adds up to peace of mind. That's why realtors turn to David Dunham Insurance. Shouldn't you?
Talking about mortgages today with Jeannine Henrion of Group 1 Mortgage. We're in a 25-year-old patio home here, and it needs some updating. Is that going to be a problem of appraising for a mortgage?
It probably won't impact the appraised value, and updating is not a problem for lending, Kurt. This home is actually very lendable.
Ugly is okay.
Ugly is okay, old is okay. Deferred maintenance and health and safety hazards are not okay.
So let's say I'm a handyman, which I'm not, instead of a realtor, and I look at a property and I say, this is a cheap property and I can afford it, but it's falling down, I'll be able to fix it up. Is that going to be a problem?
It could be a problem. If there's a whole bunch of things that need to be redone, to update it, redo the kitchen, remodel the bathrooms, that's great. If it's vermin infested and falling down, then we're probably not going to think that home is qualified collateral.
So health and safety issues, big problem. Ugly, redo, not so much.
Correct.
Jeannine Henrion, thank you for being here today. Group 1 Mortgage. We also like to thank Babs Ryan of Illustrated Properties for opening up her listing for us today. Is your home a little too lively? I mean, a little too lively with bugs? I'm talking with Vicky Magaldi of Palm Coast Pest Control, and you have run into some tough cases, particularly with ants.
Yes, we have. We had one lady that called us that was ready to burn her home down or even move. She was very frustrated. She had ants everywhere. They were all over her kitchen, all over her bathroom. She was worried at night that they were on her when she was sleeping. This was a lady that had tried several companies before and not able to get rid of them, and she'd gotten our name from a neighbor. It's generally how people pick their pest control companies. We went in, had to identify the insect, and that was what the problem was they were being told by the homeowner what the problem was, and they were treating accordingly. When we get there, we actually identify the bug, whether it takes a microscope or just a magnifying glass, to find out what it is, and then we know exactly what we're treating and how to treat it.
It's a targeted treatment
approach.
It's
a definitely targeted treatment approach.
So if I'm interviewing a pest control company for my own home, what kind of questions should I ask?
Well, first, the obvious one is making sure they're licensed and insured. Number two, I would make sure that the company has been in business a while and has some sort of customer service record that you can check. And that's easy nowadays with online webs. Thirdly, I would find out that the technician that's coming out to you is actually trained properly and can identify, as we just spoke of, the correct insect that he's trying to treat.
I think so many people who are watching right now are thinking, I've got a lot of these pesticides in my garage. I can kill these bugs myself.
I love those guys. Those are the ones my employees come to me when we've got new customers saying, oh my goodness, he had thousands of dollars worth of pesticides in his garage, which by the way is not safe. Right. And then now they're calling us because they've been unable to treat that job. Those are our lifetime customers. They won't go back trying to do it themselves because they know that they can't.
Because when we're doing it as a do-it-yourselfer, we're just spraying every place. You're searching and destroying those insects.
Yes, we're seeking out and knowing their life cycles and their habits and treating it that way.
So we're getting into the wet season now. The bugs start coming into the house because it's uncomfortable to be outside.
This is termite season for us. We like this season.
Time to treat?
Time to treat. Time to inspect, not necessarily treat. We only treat if we've got problems.
And it's inside and outside?
Inside and outside, we want to inspect, absolutely.
Okay, Vicky Magaldi of Palm Coast Pest Control with this little bug. Yeah, her name is Bug. Here on South Florida Real Estate Update.
It starts with a roof inspection. As a current homeowner, a buyer, or a seller, it's best to identify a roof's condition to determine the next course of action, if any. You can depend on the experts at State Certified Roofing to provide an honest and credible assessment of the roof and present options based on insurance company specifications, durability, design, cost, scheduling, and installation. State Certified Roofing, certified to ensure excellence.
Are you tired of getting by the big box boys and the 1-800 numbers? We fix $37 installations, factory direct prices, and over 500,000 square feet of first quality, brand name flooring products in stock will save you money. In addition, our in-house showroom has thousands of samples. If it goes on the floor, we have it.
One call, that's all. 561-848-0808.
Does your home have curb appeal? The impact of landscaping, especially here in South Florida, is incredible. It's a big part of how we assess the value of a home, a community, even a lifestyle. It takes vision, talent, and expertise to create a design that makes a truly great impression, one that will wow you today and grow throughout the years. Innovative, green, and gorgeous. Impact Landscaping, the clear choice.
One more reason why South Florida is a great place to live, the Kravis Center. Lindsey Birdsey, Director of Marketing at the Kravis Center. Welcome to South Florida Real Estate Update.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
We're standing here in this magnificent lobby of the Kravis Center, but this is no monument. This is a performing arts center and an education center.
It truly is, and that's really what we started out in our whole mission statement, to be something for everyone in the community, to offer a diverse programming lineup, as well as educational mission for the community, for students, for all ages, not only young people, but adults as well. So, yes.
So many of us hear about the Broadway series, the Rockettes here, or Sister Act coming soon.
Yes, we have Kravis on Broadway. We're into our 6th season of Kravis on Broadway. We're very excited about it. Our next offering is Sister Act, which was on Broadway, and it's a fun musical for the whole family. It's the music Alan Menken, who you viewership might recognize, who wrote The Little Mermaid, who wrote Little Shop of Horrors, Beauty and the Beast, all that great music. He's come up with a beautiful, fun score for Sister Act, which is based on the movie Sister Act, which starred Whoopi Goldberg. Mm-hmm. And it's a story of a wannabe diva, Dolores Van Cartier, who witnesses a crime and then is taken into hiding into a convent. And so the sisters take her in, and it's sort of like things evolve, and she turns this little convent into a superstar.
And much hilarity ensues.
Totally much hilarity.
But besides the blockbuster programs here, so much education goes on here.
Oh yeah, we have a we have a whole wing of educational opportunities here. We do pre-show lectures for our regional classical arts offerings. We do school shows. It's called the Star Series, where students can come and see performances from grades K through 12, and on all different topics, and we are aligned with the Florida State standards, of the FCAT standards, and the shows are free to those students too who can't pay. Also free to the teachers. The busing is covered too if they can't get here transportation wise, and so it's a great opportunity for the shows, for lectures, for classes. We do master classes sometimes with actors, with dancers. We do what's called our Lunch and Learns, which are a lecture series of different topics. Say this season we have one on Marilyn Monroe. Michael Feinstein did one with his American Songbook. And it's just, it's a wide gamut of what we do educationally. We also do pre-concert performances here on the staircase here before a lot of the Dreyfus performances too, which incorporate a lot of our student courses and musical acts as well.
So to take advantage of this, go to the website.
Oh, our official website, kravis.org. You want to go to the official website, kravis.org, look for that official, and be sure and check us out because it has everything about not only our shows that we offer for the season, but also all our educational offerings. And
you guarantee that people will be surprised at the depth and breadth of these programs.
Totally. I mean, people still don't, when they hear about, and we do probably over 300 offerings in a season, and covering the whole gamut of what we offer educationally, Broadway, classical, pops, dance, cutting edge things, if you will, theater. The magnitude is so great, and people are constantly surprised until they start digging in and seeing, wow, I didn't know you offered that. I mean, we offer like one of the largest classical offerings in South Florida. We offer like between 15 and 16 classical international national orchestras every season. And
Kravis Center, the epicenter of culture and cultural performance in South Florida. Lindsey Birdsey, thank you for being here on South Florida Real Estate Update.
Thank you.
Welcome back to South Florida Real Estate Update, and welcome back to Tom Day, Senior Vice President of Illustrated Properties. Tom, earlier in the program we talked about why a potential home buyer would want to enlist the services of a realtor. Why would someone who wants to sell his home spend the money, frankly, through a commission to enlist the services of a realtor to sell the home?
Well, some of the main reasons are that the 95% of all buyers start their search on the internet. So the right real estate company will have access. In our company's situation, we have 90 different websites. So we properly show that home around the country and, for that matter, around the world. So we have more potential buyers, therefore, that can buy the home in a timely fashion.
What other services might a listing agent provide?
So many. For an example, a lot of people think that when the contract's signed that's it. And of course that is really only the beginning. For an example, a good real estate agent, that's the listing agent, will require that the buyer's being pre-approved from a accredited lender. Title insurance. There are just so many things that the seller needs protection on.
You mean there are all those little steps that go between the time you shake hands and say, yeah, I think we have a deal, and the time you actually close and hand someone the keys to your house.
Again, signing the contract's the beginning. They have to get it closed in a timely fashion.
So how does a homeowner know what his home is worth?
A good real estate agent will do what is called a CMA, a comparative market analysis, and that's so important, of comparable properties and share that with the owner of the property, because the key is to list the property for the right price. So the only way you can tell that is to compare it to other like-type properties.
But again, isn't that what the internet's for?
I've heard stories it's off as much as 30% in certain areas. You cannot rely on a national computer service to determine local values. You need a local expert, no question. That is important.
And you need someone to market this. You need someone to really market this property and sell it, not just pound a sign in the front yard and expect it to sell.
If you're not in a hurry, you want to sell it in 2 or 3 years, maybe you could try that. But all jokes aside, to sell it in a timely fashion to the right buyer, you do have to have the right real estate agent.
And again, I don't think you can emphasize enough how all the steps that are involved after you make an agreement. And well, what about you have multiple agreements? I mean, multiple offers for your home. How does a homeowner handle those?
Well, there are rules of the road with the MLS and the Board of Realtors that the agent follows, and they will protect the seller accordingly. Certainly don't want any lawsuits, and those things can happen. So the listing agent is a professional, and they will guide the seller and get them the best price.
Okay. So bottom line, deal with a professional.
The only way to go, you have to have an agent that you know, like, and trust.
Tom Day, thanks for being here on South Florida Real Estate Update.
Always my pleasure, Curt. Thank you.
Who is it?
I'm Roger of Adams Air Conditioning.
I'm sorry, I'm not used to technicians showing up on time.
We get that a lot. May I come in?
It's so hot in here.
Exactly 92.4 degrees to be exact.
Just look at my kids.
Do something for Pete's sake.
Help me, Roger of Adams Air Conditioning. You're our only hope.
I'm on it.
You did it! Thank you!
No need to thank me. It's what we do.
If you're asking yourself, will anyone help me save my home? Direct your question to James A. Chaffee, Esquire, a.k.a. the Juris Doctor. Through his daily practice and legal advice column, Mr. Chaffee provides his diagnosis and a path to help homeowners achieve the best possible outcome. If you're dealing with a tough situation or simply closing on a home, don't go it alone. Make sure you have proper representation. The Juris Doctor, real estate attorney James A. Chaffee, by your side.
We're all inundated with promotional messages about how to secure a mortgage. It's hard to know what to do. That's where Jeannine Henrion from Group 1 Mortgage comes in. Not only does she have the expertise to uncover your best options, she is there to help you every step of the way.
It was our dream to be homeowners, and we didn't think it would happen as quickly as it did because we didn't have a lot of money going into the process, but using a VA loan, Jeannine was really able to help us out.
Absolutely. She made it as effortless as possible.
Jeannine Henrion. Count on her to go the extra mile.
Yes, we have an ocean here in South Florida, but we also love our swimming pools. Let me introduce to you Larry Rowe, L.B. Rowe Pools. This man has installed 3,500 swimming pools, and we're sitting next to a beautiful new pool right here in West Palm Beach. Larry, tell me, what makes this a 2014 pool?
Well, the big thing now is about efficiency. Everybody wants to go with the energy efficient pumps. They want to go with the LED lighting, the high efficiency heaters, and it's come a long way in the last few years.
Let's talk about the filtration system. It's a salt water filtration system. I'm not understanding exactly how that works, but I know the earlier systems didn't work very well.
No, they didn't, and they were kind of rushed out to the market before they were proven. Nowadays, these salt systems, even the homeowners are using them, and even without a pool service, they're working very well.
And it makes for a great swimming experience.
Yeah, it does, and it takes away the chance of when your pool guy is dumping chlorine in the pool once a week. You don't have to do that anymore now. It stays more of an even keel on the pH on the pool.
Ladies' hairs don't change color?
Yeah, we've had some issues with swimming suits and hair color, and this definitely helps that.
Tell me about the efficiency in the pool pumps.
Pumps have come a long way. Probably one of the biggest things that we've come across is the new variable speed pumps. They actually can save up to 70 to 90% on electric on the pool pump, because people don't realize that the pool pump is usually the second most energy consuming appliance in their house.
Behind air conditioning?
Behind their AC.
So there's a savings right there that over the years, as the pool pump is in service, can pay for itself.
We've had customers tell us they're saving between $300 and $500 a year just on their pool pump, and that's pretty good.
What about this LED lighting? It looks great.
Yeah, the LED lighting has come a long way, and now we can put about 20 on a pool with yard lights that match it. They all can turn color. They're really nice. I mean, you can turn a whole. We got some pictures coming up about the LED lighting, and we'll show you some of those that we can incorporate on the trees and the pool.
Because between fire pits And between the pools and the pool lighting, it becomes its own entertainment center in your house.
It does. Fire's big, and everybody likes fire. And we've been incorporating the fire pits in a lot of these pools. Like they have the outdoor fireplace here, very popular now.
Any other new designs that are popular these days?
Well, of course, everybody in the right situation likes the infinity pool, especially on the water. And lower and higher decks with fire pits in them seem to be very popular.
Okay. Larry Rowe, it's a chilly night, so we're not going to jump in the pool tonight, but it's a pleasure seeing you here on South Florida Real Estate Update. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, Kurt.
Do you have a question about real estate or something that we've talked about here on the program that you'd like to have answered on the air? Of course you do. Well, ask Curt. Email me at curtfonger@sfreu.com. Curt Fonger at sfreu.com. It's easy. You know you want to. Email me.
We've all experienced guests that just will not leave.
You got the bug channel on here?
That was like that. Nothing seems to make them leave.
Where did you buy this ham?
You're out of mustard, FYI.
Occupado.
They're everywhere.
Let's talk this over.
I'm Victoria Magaldi. Palm Coast Pest Control is family owned and operated. We are committed to getting rid of all your unwanted guests. Call us today.
We have a very special guest next Sunday here on South Florida Real Estate Update, Dr. John Tusillo, the Chief Economist for Florida Realtors. So if you want an in-depth analysis of what's happening today in the real estate market and some insight into the future, check out that interview. And we have a dated condo with spectacular ocean views. Aaron Chandler unveils his plan to update and appreciate the value of the condo. That and more coming up next Sunday at 11:30 a.m. here on South Florida Real Estate Update here on WPBF 25. And there you are. That's it for us for now. But be sure to check in with us again next week. Remember, you can watch current and previous episodes of South Florida Real Estate Update online and check out our area experts, housing data, and more. I'm Curt Fonger. Until next time, have a good week.